exercise, it's like very intimidating. I mean, you just have that thing of like, Americans just going out for a run in their gym clothes, and they cannot, imagine themselves doing that.
Situated right here in DeKalb County is the most diverse square mile in the United States. Clarkston, Georgia is home to the most diverse and dense refugee and immigrant population, housing over 57 nationalities and welcoming 1,500 refugees a year. Research has identified cultural and religious factors as one of the many barriers to physical activity for refugee populations, specifically for women. As a result, we are initiating Phase 1 of 3 to establish the Clarkston Wellness Center, a culturally sensitive workout space and support system for immigrant and refugee women in Clarkston. This research trial plans to encourage increased physical activity levels to, in turn, help lower the risk of many chronic diseases in this population. Our fitness intervention will be tailored to workout preferences expressed by the participants. First, we will create interviews and study protocols to address our study question and objectives. Next, we will contact the Clarkston Community Center to recruit 20 refugee women through self-selection. We will then conduct questionnaires and surveys to participants to determine their current level of activity, barriers to fitness, preferred classes, and suggestions for a culturally sensitive workout space. Our intervention will take place over the course of 20 weeks and will utilize one of the rooms in the Clarkston Community Center. The final stage will consist of analyzing qualitative and quantitative data collected throughout the intervention. After analysis, we will share our findings with stakeholders and apply for funding to carry out Phase 2, a longer-term fitness intervention. Most of our budget is allocated towards personnel, rental space, and key startup equipment costs. A principal investigator and a graduate student will be working for the full 12 months to carry out the research study and collect and analyze data. We will also hire 2 personal trainers and class instructors, as well as a daycare associate to ensure that childcare is not a barrier to participating in the 20-week cohort. These gym equipment purchases have an added benefit of long-term value and will reduce the need for funding for equipment purchases in a longer-term study and with the building of the Clarkston Wellness Center. The success of the project will be determined through progress reports and feedback surveys from participants. The progress reports will ask for the BMI, height, weight, and heart rate of each participant. Success will be individually evaluated through improvement in each of these quantifiers. The feedback surveys will also provide valuable information on satisfaction with the center and its programs, while also giving insight into how to further improve and cater to the population.
Why should our project be funded? With residents coming from all parts of the world, Clarkston represents many different cultures that also make up various regions across the United States. If we can find the right model that encourages physical activity through culturally sensitive mechanisms, it can then be replicated and modified to work in other cities and towns with large immigrant and refugee women populations as well. Countless studies have shown that exercise and physical activity is the key to good health and overall well-being. So investing in a community that prioritizes this intervention will surely result in positive health outcomes and happy Georgia residents. You too could utilize the Wellness Center's services and increase your physical activity today.